Alright, so I've helped over 70 people start a YouTube automation channel, more specifically, an Evergreen YouTube channel, and this is exactly what I've learned. Both myself, printing off of my own YouTube channels. I currently have 5 active YouTube channels that print me over 10,000 every single month. And then also from working along with people who have zero previous experience whatsoever, making now thousands of dollars off of their own channel. This is exactly what I want to share with you today. So that way, once you finish watching this video, you have exactly all the knowledge and information to know exactly what to do for your own channel. So before we get started, I want to show you some proof. You can't fail if you actually start any business whatsoever, because at the end of the day, it's not businesses that fail, it's people that fail. And you cannot fail if you don't quit. That's where the, loophole is. You only succeed or quit when you don't get results temporarily. And I want to show you the proof. So this is one of my videos right over here. If I drag myself over here, this piece of content got only 3,990 views within the first 91 days. And anyone who is logistical would tell themselves that, after 3 months of the video being pushed out, only getting 3,000 views is not that great. That's not fancy. That's not successful. You might as well just quit. If you don't know how the YouTube evergreen game works, or you're new to YouTube, you would understand that that's pretty bad. But because I didn't quit, obviously I didn't give up. I'm literally here to this day in a nice high rise. The only difference between the winning mindset and the losing mindset is that you have to understand YouTube hands out opportunities every single day. YouTube is constantly looking to push out videos, whether that be a new video on a brand new channel or a very bad video, or maybe even a super big video on a huge channel like Mr. Beast, to viewers, because there are billions of active users that use YouTube every single day, and results are always given out. So when you don't get results temporarily, that just means YouTube hasn't given results and pushed out the videos and the traffic to you. That does not mean you will never receive it, because every single second even, there are millions of eyeballs waiting to be landed onto a video topic. Does that make sense? I really hope what I'm saying makes sense and I just don't sound like an idiot. But you can't fail if you just keep on going. You can only succeed or quit when you don't get results temporarily. And everyone always gets stuck in this area. They quit when they don't get results temporarily. They quit right over here. Some people even quit after 2 weeks. I've had one single client. This is absolutely a nightmare, but I had a client that wanted to quit and end once he literally started posting for 5 days. The reason why he was saying, oh, my videos are getting 5 views, my videos are getting 30 views. It only got 12 views after, 5 days. He posted a decent amount of videos. I think he only posted like 10 videos on his channel within the first 5-ish days. But look at this video. The first 7 days, the first 5 days, I only got 116 views. 100 views after a week is deemed pretty much dead. And the beauty about YouTube is that there's no such thing as a dead YouTube video. YouTube will continuously push out your old content. And now to this day, because it's evergreen, it keeps racking up views. Now it's growing faster than ever and super healthy still, with no signs of slowing down. After almost 2 years, a year and 305 days, this video has racked up 373,000 views, long form. So that means that this is not a short. And it generated me $772. Now, what's really interesting is actually this revenue graph that I kind of want to share with you guys. And you can see within the first month, we made $1.32. Absolute beauty of a graph to look at. This video actually cost me, it's funny enough, this video cost me about $5 to create. So we get these videos outsourced, and I have a team of freelancers that produce all these videos for me. It's a very cheap price because the video concept itself is not difficult to recreate. And a lot of misconception within the YouTube automation space is that you have to hire a script writer, you have to hire a thumbnail designer, you have to hire a production voiceover artist. No, you're getting it all wrong. You can just hire one individual to do all of the work, make the video from scratch to finish, and also the thumbnail. So you only have to do the uploading part. And that's how I personally run all my content. So I get one person to do absolutely everything. That way they can also charge less for it. And because a lot of my content is actually only about 1 to 5 minutes long maximum, I can charge as little as $5 or even less sometimes for the videos. And so this video took about 3 months to make a 100% ROI. And now if I actually go up to here, it has made over let me do some math. 772 divided by 5 has made a 154x. 154 times the money back. If anyone told you that you can make a 150x after 2 years, you wouldn't believe them. The answer is just YouTube. You post video content. Before you guys also claim that this is some like Nigerian rupees, if you go over to settings, you can see that this is US dollars. Let's switch this to, what's a really strong currency, like pounds, British pounds, right? If you click on save, it's 609 pounds. And the RPM isn't even that great. Like the RPM is only £1.63. So it makes sense that it still generated 600 pounds, which is about $700-ish. If I switch this back, save, you can see really regular RPM. This is not one of my other contents. If you watch my other videos before, you can see that I have also content that has like a $50 RPM, even a $100 RPM. And I'll explain in a second why that is and how you can also do that for yourself. But I have some videos where I just focus on virality, focusing on views, and then also the longevity of the view potential for the lifetime value of each video. And then other videos, I just purely focus on the RPM, so I could literally get only a couple thousand views, yet get paid the same amount of dollars. And so there's kind of two ways on what kind of method you want to go down, and I like to have a mix. And the great thing is, because this kind of video and channel as a whole is nicheless, I don't post videos for a fan. I don't post videos for a subscriber. Because in order for your video to literally still get views for 2 years, it will not be the same people watching your video over and over and over again. It will be new people that come across your video, and that's the only way for your video to continuously and longevity-wise get never-ending evergreen traffic. Does that make sense? And so if I actually go over to the audience side, I want to show you this is very cool graph. Our returning viewers to new viewers is like 95% to 99% new viewers. Actually, yeah, 95%. Like the new viewers is like 600, 500 to 700 per day pretty consistently. It actually seems like it's falling off a little bit here, but now it's picking back up. So every day we're deemed about 700 to 800 on the higher days, and then maybe like 600-ish on the lower days of the new viewers. And then you can see that's the only reason why we're able to get such consistent views all the time. This channel is only based around producing content that will only attract new audiences, not fans, not returning viewers. Sure, you might get some here and there, but literally almost all of my views on this channel comes from people who has never came across my YouTube channel before. And that's actually quite interesting, which I kind of like, because I'm not really rinsing and repeating the same people over and over again until they get tired out of my content or they get creator fatigue. And then maybe 5 years later, you don't have as much leverage and longevity potential to obviously A, make income, and B, if you want to exit your channel for a nice cash grab later, it'll be hard to do so if your channel is dead with fatigued viewers, right? A lot of big YouTubers like FaZe Rug, or no hate to them, but they are rinsing the same couple million. Yes, obviously they're scaling at a much bigger rate than me, but at the same time, they're basically using the same old audience over and over again, where a lot of my people are just completely brand new. You can see that we have 26% Indian viewers, 23% United States viewers, and so the RPM isn't great. The majority of it is from India and Pakistan a little bit, so that's fine. We got really good views, though, from this video. And that kind of leads into my second point. Your topic matters more than the video itself. Like I said earlier, it takes me $5 to outsource, sometimes less. I've actually had clients and they've hired people to make these videos for them for $2. I'm not even joking. It's absolutely crazy. And the way we do that is we hire from very, very quality but cheap third world countries. And I'll just spoiler put it out there. If you want to hire freelancers, the number one best place to go to, this is not a plug, by the way, this is literally for the last 5 years of running YouTube channels, go to onlinejobs.ph. So online jobs is a lot better than Upwork for many reasons. You only hire from the best country, which is the Philippines. They're cheap, great quality, they're nice, hardworking, they hand in work on time, and they're cheap. I think I said that twice. And also, yes, you do kind of have to pay, but it's really worth it because you only need to put out maybe 2 job posts max. With Upwork, with Fiverr, you have to constantly hire and find new people, make 10 job posts until you actually land a quality team of freelancers. But with online jobs, you can literally put out 1 job post. You get a bunch of people to land into your job post, you can hire them. And then above all, your account does not get banned, which is really crazy. I don't know why, but recently a lot of people have been getting banned on Upwork, and that's not good and optimal if you want to have a sustainable team of freelancers, and if you especially need to keep on hiring a couple years later, right? Because your freelancer team is never going to stay with you forever. You're going to eventually have to hire more people a couple months later, a couple years later. Because I'm so awesome, I've actually had the same uploader for 2 years now. But that's just because I give really nice bonuses and I give out pretty decent rates. But other than that, your topic matters so much to the point where you can have a video produced super cheaply, outsourced by a third world country person. They make the video with their little Windows laptop, and you can actually, with minimal editing, pull off videos that get $700 generated. This one also got $700 generated, and both videos, you can see that the lifetime value potential is crazy. And because this piece of content is not just going to be stuck and done at $775 generated, next 2 years it'll generate me another $700. And then 5 years, 10 years later, the view potential, because it's evergreen and it's based on the niche itself is social media. I'll just put that out there. Social media related content. Social media is here to stay forever. And so this video can literally get me views 10 years later. I'm not even joking. And so you can't really put a lifetime value potential because it's pretty much crazy. It's like endless. But if I had to, it would be an easy 10x. This video has a lifetime value potential of generating me $7,000. Believe it or not, 30 years later, as long as social media is here to stay, which I really don't think anything is going to replace social media, this video is going to get views. Sure, it's not going to get, again, like the first 20 days, it may be $3. And within views, the first 20 days, again, not even 1,000 views, like basically, just over 1,000 views after 20 days. That's not the impressive part. The impressive part isn't even actually having a video that has, hundreds of thousands of views that never die out. The impressive part is having hundreds, if not thousands of videos, just like these two, that are printing you hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars lifetime potential. Because if you have 1,000 videos, and I show you the daily earnings every single day, prints like $1 to $2 maybe. If you have 500 videos that prints you $1 every single day, that is $15,000 per month or $180,000 per year, which is very, very comfortable for you to earn off for the rest of your life. And I don't have to make the content myself. I don't have to, I work about 20 minutes per day just to find the video idea. So the process goes like this. I find the video idea. I put it inside of my Trello board, which is the workflow production, which my team has access to. Then my freelancers create the video all by themselves, start to finish. They make the thumbnails as well. If you want to learn how to get the freelancers to do that, I also have another video explaining how on my channel. You can go find it later. And then once the video has been created, either you can upload the videos yourself, but I literally, because I'm lazy, I automated the entire process. And I have actually that uploader that has been with me for 2 years now. He uploads the video to my YouTube channel with the right tag, with the right titles, and the schedules it to go live for 30 cents a pop. So I get the videos in for $5.30. I'm actually a little bit proud of myself for being able to do that. So I just sit back, I find the video topic, I let my team do all the work, generates and prints money on autopilot. This one's actually getting 700 views within the last 48 hours. This one's getting 1.4K views in the last 48 hours. They print me both a decent amount of dollars for the time span. Like this one's like a year and 273 days old. This one's about the same, a year and 304 days old. And it all comes down to how good your topics are. So now I literally spend only all of my time and all of my energy on finding the right video topics to make sure they either A, have a super high lifetime potential, or B, they have a really massive RPM. Because either way, you're going to be able to get an ROI and even a 20, 50x, or even 150x like these two videos. By the way, these are not like my highest earning videos. These are literally two random videos I took out from my YouTube channel. Later at the end of this video, I could show you one of my higher earning videos as well. And so that kind of leads me to my third point. Like, YouTube is for longevity. It's not for a cash grab. If you're here to genuinely make a solid extra income that will pay you potentially for life, you can be 50 years old. And as long as YouTube exists, as long as your evergreen topics like social media exists, you can make money. It's not a cash grab. And so I'll give you some really good examples. If you want to have a longevity, lifetime potential for your topics, create videos about wealth, because wealth, finances, money is always going to be here to stay forever. Social media is always here to stay forever. Marketing and its content in general is not going anywhere. It's going to be here to stay forever. If you want to go more in the nitty-gritty specific things, like, for example, the finances stuff, like you could do crypto, you could do banks, you can do Zelle, whatever money-related things you can think about, make a video about it. What I don't recommend is trends. Like NFTs, very, very bad. Like, sure, if you made an NFT video, it could get hundreds of thousands of views, maybe even 1 million views. But that will stop getting you views after a year in 2020. And since then, it hasn't really gone anywhere. So NFTs are basically dead, right? This is my notes. Get into meme coins if you want a quick cash grab. Meme coins are great if you want to make a couple $100, if you're super lucky and you kind of know the ins and outs of trading. This is for you, okay? But if you want longevity wealth and a cash flowing asset that will pay you thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars for the next decade, YouTube automation, and more specifically, Evergreen YouTube is going to be the business model for you. Now, a lot of my content is based on education and not entertainment for a lot of reasons, and I'll explain it kind of right now briefly. Educational content usually attracts a higher, more quality, and higher spending audience. Think about it. Who watches educational content? This video that you're watching right now is an educational content. And ask yourself, are you a high quality person who has spending power? Are you someone who is, just as an advertiser standpoint, would you want to place your ads in front of an educational piece of content or an entertainment piece of content? Because who attracts entertainment content? Kids, teenagers, they love to watch entertainment, and not a lot of adults love to watch entertainment, or at least on YouTube. I would assume that the majority of people who watch Fortnite, Roblox, hide and seek videos are going to be kids, and the more educational side are going to be more mature, either people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Usually not people in like even their early 20s, like mid to late 20s. That's who you're attracting. And so at the advertiser standpoint, they would prefer to run ads on older people because older people have a higher spending power, and thus the ability for the advertiser to then make an ROI back and have my viewers or the older viewers buy whatever ad they have, it's just a lot higher of a chance than entertainment audience. So they'd be willing to spend more of their ad budget to place my viewership towards their ad, and then boom, I get paid more in ad revenue. Does that kind of make sense? Drop and comment the word frog if that makes sense. So in a nutshell, you get a higher RPM if you create educational content. And also the second reason why is educational content is just more evergreen. It's more long-term than entertainment content. Because this is something where someone would watch once and then they watch the next video. It's not as evergreen. Like, think of any entertainment content out there. Sure, you might go back on it a couple years later, but in general, educational content is timeless. This is not based on a trend. It's not going to go viral. For most of the time, generally, if you make an educational piece of content that is on an evergreen topic that is not based on a trend, 5 years later, a young person that has never heard about a bank account or never owned a bank account would then eventually want to learn how they can open a bank account. Boom, they click on my video about how to open a bank account, how to open a Zelle account. I get paid, especially because Zelle is like an application that's only available within the States. And that allows me to only get United States viewers. And if you only have United States viewer, life hack, you will get a really high RPM simply because all of US in general have a higher spending power than Indians, even Canadians, Australians. US is one of the strongest and highest spending power country in accordance to YouTube's eyes, and also in accordance with the advertisers' eyes. So they'd be willing to spend $10 on 1,000 USA viewers rather than 1,000 Indian viewers. It obviously makes sense because the chances of them, as an advertiser standpoint, to make more money is by having 1,000 American eyeballs. Now, if they have an Indian ad thing, then it makes sense to run ads on an Indian based viewership. But a lot of advertisers have their ads based in first world countries. So, moral of the story, all the content that works, all the content that my client makes are educational based evergreen content that is here to stay forever, has a super big RPM. We kind of use reverse engineering to attract only USA people to get that really ridiculous RPM. And I actually want to show you some of my other videos. And so let me go through some of them real quick. Now, this is a very interesting video that was somewhat evergreen. Like the first 90 days, it got majority of its views. Now it's died out a little bit. I'm going to tell you the reason why. It was based on a trend. So this is one of my trending videos that hit kind of the algorithm. Got 77,000. You can see that the views, obviously, if it was evergreen and then it was continuously getting views after this kind of growth, right now it'd be like literally millions and millions of views. But nonetheless, we have a really solid RPM of $19.50, and that resulted in 1.5K generated in ad revenue. And if I actually go over to the audience side, you can see that our 60% United States audience. All of these are literally first world countries. The first 4 countries for the top geographic are first world countries. And so that's why the RPM is so good. If you have the RPM as like a $2, then that's probably because you're getting third world countries. And if I actually go over to settings, again, this is US dollars. Let me just, for this fun of it, let's switch to like some pesos, like Indian pesos or something, Chilean pesos. You can see this is set to like Indian pesos. Go to the revenue tab. We made $1 million. Boom. I mean, $1 million. I'm so cool. I'm not in. So obviously that's not the right currency. If I switch this back to just the I'm not even from US, by the way, but just say for the sake of making things easy, US currency overview gave me 137 subs. And so this is not fancy. Again, I'm not making videos for, I guess, fans. I got 137 non-fan subscribers. They only subscribed for the reason that I help provide value to them. They loved my video because I gave them a solution to the problem that they were looking for, because they wanted a solution for the educational, they wanted value from my video. And a lot of these channels don't actually provide a ton of subscribers because, again, it's not built for a fan base. They don't want to watch your content again. They just watch your content once. But that's kind of the beauty of it as well. So this is a really, really good example as well. I think that's basically it. That's all the slides that I provided for this video. So I hope you guys learned something. If you guys did, smash the like button. Also, if you guys are interested in one-on-one mentorship with me through calls, and if you want me to help you scale your own evergreen channel, just like how I did to my 70 plus other clients, to an extra income online, build your channel to at least 5K per month, or you do not pay. And if you don't earn within 60 days, this is a shameless plug, I'll literally give you your money back and refund you fully. That's basically it. If you do want to have that, you can have, there's going to be a link in the description of this video for you to apply to work with me one-on-one. And then if you pass that screening process, then we're going to be working together for at least 12 months or until you make a 100% money back / 5 to 10K per month. Depends on kind of what goals you have. And I'll see you guys soon then. Goodbye.